Okay, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's free webinar. The topic is FSSC 24,000 Enhancing Social Compliance and Ethical Practices webinar hosted by REI Sistem Indonesia Group in collaborating with FSSC Foundation. And first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Diva, one of the support team from REI Sistem Indonesia Group, and today I'm delighted to be your host for this special occasion. Is it truly wonderful to see many of you here with us, and even we meet virtually. And also, thank you for making the time, join with us from different countries and also time zones. For today's webinar, we are excited to learn more about the FSSC 24,000 standard and the benefit it brings to social compliance around the world. Okay, before we begin, let's capture this great moment together. And I kindly invite all the participants to turn on your camera so we can take a group photo on Zoom, please. Okay. I will wait until the participant turn on the camera. Okay. Please be prepared the base post for the documentation. I think the thumbs up one, it will be great for this post. So please give the thumbs up. Okay. It seems like you guys are ready. Okay, I will count down on my three. 1, 2, and 3. And hold on for the page 2, 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. Thank you, everyone. Okay, the next agenda, I will to share about our agenda first. Please, Iran, to share screen the agenda. Yeah, here for our agenda today, and it will be an opening speech from REI Sistem Indonesia Group, also an overview of the FSSC 24,000, and the next agenda, it will be a delivery material from FSSC Foundation teams, and then a question and answer quiz session. Also, we got the closing at around 17:20. Okay, and I also remind everyone to take a moment to fill in the attendance form that we share in the Zoom chat, also the screen. And for note, the webinar presentation material will be shared at the end of the session. So we encourage all the participants to stay until the closing. Okay. Yeah. To officially open our session, we would like to invite the representative of REI Sistem Indonesia Group, Mr. Edi Syaputra Eskoto, to deliver his welcome remarks. Mr. Edi, the screen is yours.
Okay, Miss Diva, thank you. Yeah, okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone joining us from different part of the world. Thank you very much for your time. Welcome and thank you for joining our free webinar. Yeah, today this is very interesting and very a good topic. Today about FSSC 24,000. Yeah, our topic today is enhancing social compliance and ethical practices, and we have now the great speaker. Miss Alice, thank you for your time, and Mr. Divi, today as a keynote speaker, from FSSC Foundation. Again, thank you for your time. On behalf of REI Sistem Indonesia Group, I would like to express our sincere appreciation to FSSC Foundation for partnering with us in making this webinar possible. thank you both for taking the time to be with us and share your insight today. And a quick introduction about us: we are a training and consulting organization. Yeah, one of the biggest, yeah, in Indonesia and Asia, Southeast Asia. Yes, we can support many company for ASG sustainability system, yeah, and also especially for social compliance. And yeah, we have many experience, yeah, to support FSSC 24,000 for setup, for training, and also if any discussion for all of you. This is many company here. Thank you for your attending today for this webinar. Again, thank you for taking the time to be here with us today. Again, this is very special and very new standard, yeah, I think, for social compliance. And this is recognized also for EcoPadis. We have many EcoPadis clients also in Indonesia, so we can support you for this standard. Yeah, so your EcoPadis will be good rating by using this certification. Again, thank you for your time. Enjoy the pre-webinar and enjoy the knowledge from the FSSC Foundation. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Eddie, for your welcome remarks. And the next agenda, it will be a presentation also from Mr. Eddie. I think Mr. Eddie can continue the session about the presentation about overview FSCC 24,000.
Okay, thank you, Miss Diva. Yeah, I think yeah, this is FSSC 24,000. Yeah, we have a keynote speaker here, Miss Diva. So I think Miss Alice and Mr. Divi more competent to sharing this certification standard. Yeah, I hope many company here can enjoy. This is a global audit and certification scheme, yeah, for social management system. Yeah, we have yeah, this pre-webinar can support you. Next. Yeah, I think this about the social management system FSSC 24,000. We hope, yeah, you can receive the knowledge about the how to strengthen labor relationship, and yeah, also about the regulation, working condition. And we hope for this session pre-webinar you can receive about improve occupational health and safety management system, and also about the ethical business practical and responsible conduct across the organization and supply chain. Yeah, of course our topic here also to enhance compliance with human right principle and also international labor standard. Yeah, also of course we can see the national standard that related to social compliance. And we hope in this session we can yeah, receive also how to demonstrate the commitment to social responsibility and sustainable to your business. Yeah, to align also of course with the SDGs. Yeah, next. Yeah, I think this is Miss Alice and Miss Divi, yeah, to inform to us also, yeah, FSSC 24,000 requirement, yeah, according to BSI, PAS or PAS 24,000 2022, and also FSSC 24,000 additional requirement. Yeah. Yeah, we can make discuss with yeah, our speaker today. I think that's, yeah, Bu Diva, yeah, very interesting. Of course, we waiting from the keynote speaker about this presentation for FSSC 24,000. Yeah, thank you again. Yeah, enjoy your time. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Eddie, for your presentation. Okay, And then for the next agenda, before we begin, allow me to introduce someone very special who will be leading our discussion today, but as our speaker and as our moderator. Okay, Iren, can you please share screen? Okay, here our speaker today, Mr. Dr. Divi Darshan, as a South Asia and Oceania representative for FSCC. And then the next, we also have Mrs. Alice Palfrey, FSSC 24,000 Market Development Manager. She deeply committed to promoting awareness of the fundamental human rights, fostering safe and fair working conditions, and upholding ethic practices across industry and supply chain. Next. And for the moderator, we have Mr. Edi Syaputra Eskoto as a technical expert, advisor, and certified lead auditor ESG and sustainability. Okay, for the next agenda, it will be a presentation of the FSSC Foundation team. So for Mr. Divi and Mrs. Alice, screens is yours. Yeah, already I see your share screen, but you still on mute, yeah, Mr. Divi.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, thank you. So first of all, thank you, Mr. Bayu, Difa, and the entire REI team for organizing this webinar. Also would like to thank Alice for joining us. She is the subject matter expert today. I think most of you would like to hear her. That's the main presentation. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to give you a quick background about, and you heard me in the past talking about FSSC 22,000, FSSC development program. And here we have a new program, which is FSSC 24,000. So before we move on to that, this is just a reminder of what FSSC is and what's its mission, what are we trying to drive in terms of food safety and sustainability, social sustainability. I'm just trying to change the slide. Can you see it? The change, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think a little bit about FSSC as a foundation. Many of you know about it, but those who are new today and not heard of it, FSSC Foundation is an independent non-profit owner, basically having FSSC 22,000 and FSSC 24,000 schemes. And the key thing here is delivering trust and impact beyond the certification. And how it is doing is by providing schemes and assurance. It also is engaged in capacity building and also providing digital solutions. Now, digital solutions also is important because many organizations, multi-level organizations, or large multinationals or large local Indonesian companies, if they have multiple sites, they can avail this facility to gather the data and look at from the organization standpoint. Of course, we also spoke about it last time. The unique thing, what people ask about FSSC scheme is it's ISO-based management system, and therefore it remains consistent, and it's always aligned with any changes happening in the ISO. So that's the only system which is aligned with ISO. So I would say that if you're already into a management system certifications, these our schemes are literally a best fit for you to get into it. And also, again, I think Mr. Bayu already mentioned about it, that um, this is linked with sustainable goals to create a better world. So it's not just something which is a program which is there and is not making an impact. It is making an impact. Now, for those who know that what is the impact, I would say that here, as of now, today morning, the FSSC has achieved 22,000 and 24,000 together, 40,617 plus certificates. And it's a big number if you look at it. That itself tells that how widely it's being accepted. And it's a number one rated scheme or trusted scheme, I would say, in the world. You can see on the right-hand side that there are areas where FSSC 24,000 programs can be implemented. FSSC 24,000 is much wider. It goes beyond food safety. It goes into the retail. It goes into consumer goods. It goes much, much more and much beyond it. So the point I want to make it here is it's a highly recognized scheme. And once you get into it, that means you are in the hand which is trusted by more than 40,000 companies and people around the world. Here is a split. You want to see that Asia is having almost 46% of total certifications. You may be thinking that though adoption of ISO management started in the West, but the adaptation of ISO-based systems is shown a vast acceptance or adoption in South Asia. So if you see that, and we should be proud, and we are part of the Indonesia, which is part of the Asia, and I think the culture of systems and system certification has been ingrained. Now, just to give you a quick background, that if you go to the FSSC website, you will see that the three pillars there, which is about FSSC 22,000 food safety, FSSC 24,000 about social sustainability, and the third one is about digital solutions, FSSC on-site. I encourage you to go onto this website in case you have not been there before and register yourself. You should be able to receive the links for quarterly newspapers, newsletters, as well as major events which are published here. So you can also download the scheme documents from here. There is no charge for it. You can also see different translations. There are guidance documents on how to implement some of the schemes. There are brochures, videos. There are so many resources there available to you. Now, I've just given few examples of these brochures, which identify, that if you are in a specific industry, say if you are in retail or you are into catering or food service, you could download these brochures, or even for 22 and 24,000, these brochures are available. And they provide talking points to speak with your team and with your management, and also provide guidance and benefits. What will you achieve by implementing those programs in your locations? So that's it. I don't want to take much of your time. I want to hand it over to Alice, who is a subject matter expert, and you're in good hands here from now. And we'll meet at the Q&A session. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Divi. Okay, and for the next agenda, it will be a presentation for a main speaker from Mrs. Alice. So, Mrs. Alice, take your time and screen is yours.
Thank you very much. So before I start sharing, just wanted to say thank you very much for your warm welcome. It's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure for me to discuss the benefits of FSSC 24,000 with your audience. So here we go. I hope you can see my screen.
Perfect.
Yes.
I see your screen.
Fantastic. So the nature of FSSC 24,000, today I'll be running through with you a little bit of the introduction of the scheme, the market drivers, the management system approach, and obviously the benefits of adopting FSSC 24,000. So 24,000, FSSC 24,000 is what we call Made with Care Certified for Trust. So FSSC 24,000 is, like DV mentioned earlier, is an ISO-aligned social management system purely designed to ensure decent work, meet business ethic requirements, and also apply due human rights diligence within an organization and also their supply chain. The additional benefit that Foundation FSSC offers is actually we outline the requirements of the auditing and the certifying of an organization's management system into the scope of a certificate. I know a lot of organizations worldwide are also looking to make a great impact and demonstrate their efforts around the UN Sustainable Development Goals. And FSSC 24,000 can also contribute to those goals. As I mentioned, and Mr. Eddie, thank you very much, Mr. Bayu, for mentioning earlier the structure of the scheme. So FSSC 24,000 is a unique scheme. Partly of its component is PAS 24,000, which again was developed with the contribution and efforts of the foundation with BSI. And these are the topics and the controls that FSSC 24,000 predominantly sits. So we look at, as you can see, human rights, forced labor, freedom of association, and these are the main topics of the scheme. So the scheme itself, it's 2 years old. We've gone through a great length of time in 2024 to really establish important benchmarks for the scheme's credibility. And in January 2024, we achieved the recognition of the SSCI, the Sustainable Supply Chain Initiative, which for us was a very important recognition. April 2024, again, we pushed the boundaries and as an ISO aligned management system, we are recognized against the International Accreditation Forum. And in May 2024, we were listed and still are listed in the ITC standards map. So this is what really gives that very robust management system when it concerns to a social sustainability approach. Not only, at the end of 2025, we also, as mentioned before by Mr. Bayu and the team, we are also recognized by EcoVadis. And again, both our schemes are recognized by EcoVadis, which for us is an absolute fantastic way to demonstrate how an organization can utilize our schemes to really demonstrate their efforts, whether it's within food safety. Obviously, we have FSSC 22,000, and for the component topic of social, now we've got our new kid on the block, FSSC 24,000. So, DV mentioned a little bit earlier about the scope of FSSC 24,000. So, the scope for this particular scheme is much, much broader. As you can see, it can fit in all the topics mentioned in the right column. So, from textile to chemicals, pharmaceutical, transport and storage, anywhere where there's people, FSSC 24,000 can be easily adopted. So the market drivers, there has been some mentioned with regards to ESG requirements, reporting requirements, especially I'm based in the UK, so therefore in Europe, there is a lot of requirements around the European CSRD, the Corporate Sustainable Reporting Directive, and also the Corporate Sustainability Due Diligence Directive. In Europe, as you can see on the slide on the right-hand side, top right, regulatory requirements are becoming more and more mandatory when it comes to human rights, decent work, and also not just these topics, but also providing clear visibility with what happens within organizations' supply chain. Looking at not just regulatory requirements, but also consumers are more aware of what kind of products they want to purchase and who makes these products. So a lot of the products on the market are very much conditioned by the consumer-driven way of they will most likely buy a product that they know that the organization is doing a great deal around social sustainability, but also environmental. Going back to a little bit about the structure of the scheme itself, the integrated management system approach, and this is exactly what Foundation FSSC had in mind when they designed FSSC 24,000, was to create a management system that is able to be fully integrated with an organization, either if they're familiar with already have adopted FSSC 22,000, the schemes are very easily integrated, but also for those that perhaps sit outside the food industry and are well positioned within ISO. So FSSC 24,000, I'll show a little bit later on in another slide, how it can easily be integrated as a centralized components with all the other ISO standards. Before I move to the next slide as well, I wanted to share a little bit of the thoughts around, investors and assurance. We all know that, reputation can be easily damaged, and it takes sometimes a lifetime for an organization to establish that reputation. And we've seen many times different organizations where, unfortunately, their brand has come to the public eye for the wrong reason. And this is another way where the proactive approach of social sustainability through FSSC 24,000 can prevent these kind of incidents to happen and really protect your brand the way you protect your product or your service. So going back to a little bit about the laws and the regulations, what they're all asking pretty much, whether it's in Europe or globally, it's to really identify, due diligence, take a proactive approach to due diligence, risk approach and continuous improvement. I believe, there are different ways where an organization perhaps has dealt with social sustainability more from a reactive. So FSSC 24,000 actually has got these components, the ISO robust framework that allows you to really, identify your risk and continuously look at those risks and also look at opportunity. So I wanted to highlight here a little bit of the benefits that a social management system like FSSC 24000 can offer an organization. First of all, it's the continuous improvement. It's the ISO it's the ISO robust framework that never stops. So it allows a continuous improvement when we look at social sustainability. It also allows the opportunity to facilitate supply chain management and look at responsible social procurement and due diligence. So obviously providing that transparency, visibility for brands and consumers. Supporting also the legal compliance with alignments like the OECD, the UN principles that really focus on strengthening due diligence and supply chain management. It also supports the emerging legislations landscape, from CSDDD to CSRD or even, ESG. These emerging legislations are becoming more and more stricter, and they're becoming more and more visible globally as well. Like I mentioned, being an ISO management system, it enables a very smooth implementation with any other ISO schemes, but also our flagship scheme FSSC 22000. So together what we wanted to create with FSSC 24000 is that credibility and trust that certification signals really commitment to social responsibility and also enhancing brand reputation, stakeholder confidence, and ultimately consumer preferring your brand against perhaps another company. So let's talk a little bit about the ISO management system. So like I mentioned earlier, because of the structure of the harmonized structure, FSSC 24000 and FSSC 22000 can be easily integrated seamlessly with any of these ISO, whether you have ISO 9001 or ISO 45001 for occupational health and safety, or you want to really combine your ESG strategy and look at combining FSSC 24000 with your ISO 14000 for environmental management. This can be easily done because obviously of the harmonized structure. Another fundamental differentiation I'd like to highlight with FSSC 24000 is that it will also offer that robust integrity program that a lot of our partners have already seen with the FSSC 22 scheme. So here's what I wanted to sort of highlight when we talk about harmonized structure and how easily is the scheme able to be integrated with other ISO management systems. So for those organizations really out there that have already taken further steps and already have a third-party certification, there is also the opportunity to transition that particular program to FSSC 24000. And during this transition, there are a number of benefits. And obviously, the overall idea here is to, be able to integrate social sustainability with a core with an organization core operation is to ultimately also reduce the audit duration and the audit fatigue. And this is also possible with organizations that have an existing accredited third-party social certification with another standard, or a certification program recognized by the SSCI, which I mentioned before, which is the Sustainable Supply Chain Initiative. So if an organization wants to start thinking about how to implement FSSC 24000, our technical team has created a number of documents, what we call guidance documents. So all our documents are available on the FSSC.com website. Like DV mentioned before, the 3 pillars, you select the pillar FSSC 24,000, and you can see the FSSC 24,000 version 1. You will see the PAS 24,000 public available specification. And also to take you on that journey, we've created these implementation documents that will support you during your implementation, and also highlight how close you are to beginning your certification journey. So all these documents are available right now, free of charge. So please, if you are seriously considering looking at FSSC and adopting FSSC 24,000 as your preferred social sustainability scheme, I would advise to familiarize yourself with the documents. It's all there, and take a look. And if there are any questions, obviously, we can work together and support you as best as we can. So I was quite keen to show this and to really share the success that we had in 2025. So as you can see, obviously you're very familiar with DV, who looks after your region, but also as a team, we've grown rapidly. And for organizations that do have a international and global footprint, we are able to support you in any of these regions. As you can see, we are growing as an organization, we are growing as a team. So if there's anything that you need support, obviously please always go to DV, but just bear in mind that there's a group of us that can really support you and your customers in any part of the region where they are located. So thank you very much, and I hope you've enjoyed the presentation.
Thank you, Mrs. Alice, also Mr. Diffie, for your presentation. And the next session, it will be a question and answer session. So if you guys want to ask, you can write it on the chat Zoom, or you can open your mic. Okay, is there any question for Mr. Diffie or Mrs. Alice? Mr. Eddie?
Yeah.
I think from me, could you please share, Mrs. Alice or Mr. Diffie, about the advantages FSSC 24 standard between the another standard? What is the advantages?
Nivi, can I take this?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Thank you very much. So first of all, one of the biggest advantages that the scheme offers is the long-term assurance within social responsibility. Like any other ISO certification, FSSC 24,000 has a validity of 3 years. And within that 3 years, it still has the same journey of all the other ISO, which is obviously your stage 1 and stage 2. You will then be having a surveillance visit in year 1, surveillance visit in year 2, and then recertification. But a really good advantage with our surveillance visit is that they are unannounced, exactly like FSSC 22,000. And this is a really great component to really, demonstrate whether an organization is really keeping that continuous improvement internally through internal audits and, efforts. Thank you.
Thank you, Alice. Okay, is there any question to all the participants? It's very great to hear from Mrs. Alice, also Mr. Diffie. I think Mr. Eddie, is there any question, Mr. Prima?
Okay, Miss Alice, hi. Yeah,
Hi.
maybe can you advise us maybe one for a good strategy for a company to get the FSSC 24,000, maybe the strategy or a good suggestion to get as soon as possible or this
Yeah.
standard. And the second can be you explain again if any recognize institution like Ecopadis, maybe this standard already recognized maybe by certification body or others accreditation body, or any company approve this, maybe multinational company for this standard.
Okay.
So many company have more recognized and more information to using this certification.
Fantastic. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for the great question.
Yeah.
So first of all, I'll answer how to support an organization with commencing their journey with FSSC 24,000. So the first thing I would say is to please download the scheme documents.
Okay.
They are available on the website. Familiarize yourself with the PAS 24,000 component. Familiarize yourself with the FSSC auditing and certification version 1 document, but also look at the 7 guidance documents. Go through the documents, understand, where you're at on this journey. Because a lot of organizations out there, it's a little bit like a puzzle. They have all these different pieces, but don't quite know how to put them together. So this is where FSSC 24,000 really creates that framework for you to put all these components into this framework to create the bigger picture.
Okay.
So first of all, this is what I would do. Download the scheme documents, take a look, familiarize yourself, conduct an internal audit. But also it's important to mention that if you don't have resources internally, it's very important to have the collaboration with you guys to support them on that journey, to support them and utilize your resources as a consultant to take them to that next step. But also, it's a learning journey for both you and the customer. So it will help you both to understand, what is required and how quickly this can be done together. So once I assume the organization has conducted an internal audit and evaluated their gaps, then with your collaboration, then they can identify what is required to be put into place. So whether it's, processes or procedures that are not quite there. Once those are being implemented, then that's when you then select a licensed FSSC 24,000 certification body that can support you and take you on that 3-year certification journey. So that's the answer to your first question.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. The second one was about EcoVadis. So EcoVadis for us was a fantastic platform, and we realize how many organizations utilize this platform and how important, if we look at the topic of ESG, how organizations can really demonstrate their efforts, and also what kind of frameworks are there that, there's so many different frameworks. So, which are the ones that really offer that credibility, trust, and robustness. So this is where for us was, a fantastic achievement. And, EcoVadis went through our scheme documents and really understood the work that we are doing from a social perspective. So have a look. For those who are EcoVadis on the EcoVadis scoring platform, take a look at how this can support you to really elevate your organization from an ESG perspective, and the kind of strategies that you have internally that you want to achieve. Being an ISO certification, this is an international recognition, independent international recognition. So the next question that you had for me was the specifiers. So as you already know, FSSC 24000 is recognized by the SSCI, which is part of the Consumer Goods Forum, and we have the support of the SSCI members with regards to offering that extra credibility and trust within their supply chain. The two main organizations that obviously we work very closely with is Metro. Metro has added FSSC 24000 within their social standards list, and they accept the certificate as a demonstration and validity as a valid document for social responsibility and sustainability. And the other one is Nestle. Nestle is our great partner as well, who really supports FSSC 24000 and has supported us from the very, very beginning, and they still are very much. So we thank these two organizations and a lot more to come, that we can really work closely together to achieve together what the intent and purpose of FSSC 24000 has been created for. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Can I request one question more?
Absolutely, you can ask me as many questions as you like.
Okay, yeah, we have many new attendants here to join in Zoom. Can you explain again or can inform about the certification stage? It's the same with FSSC for food certification. For example, stage 1 to check documentation, everything, and then after then stage 2 for final assessment is similar or any the procedure or certification step. Can you explain to us?
Yeah, fantastic question. So yes, the answer to your question is yes. So the stages, so again, because we didn't wanting to reinvent the wheel, we stuck to ISO framework and the ISO auditing process. So you are absolutely right. So FSSC 24000 has exactly that process of auditing. Stage 1, document review. Stage 2, obviously on-site, interviewing the workers. Interviewing is a vital component for our scheme. And then once these two audits have been carried out, then obviously the certification body will advise whether they are ready or not to commence their 3-year certification journey, exactly like your ISO 9001 or your 45001 occupational health and safety. And then in year 1, we will then conduct, the certification body will then conduct the surveillance visit of year 1, which again, that can be unannounced. And in year 2, we have a year 2 surveillance visit, exactly like the other ISO, and then recertification in year 3.
Okay. Thank you very much.
And also, sorry, I wanted to add one more thing, if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
I wanted to add also that because obviously organizations that have already embedded ISO management system, a lot of the documentation is already there. So they can actually utilize some of the organization structure, the HR contracts, all the other components and processes and procedures when it comes to, especially if an organization has already adopted ISO 45001 occupational health and safety. There will be a lot of those procedures required in meeting expectations for FSSC 24000 as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, sorry. How about the finding? Yeah, same with the FSSC 20,000. For example, critical about the regulation and major about the maybe fail in the major requirement and minor or inconsistency. Or yeah, it's same or
Absolutely, yes, that's
okay.
correct, yes. And that is also documented in the FSSC version 1. You will see in there how the audits are, what are the minor conformities, the major conformities. So it's exactly the same
Okay.
pattern of all the other ISOs.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, Miss Diva. You can check any question from the other company in Zoom chat.
Okay. While waiting for other question, I think it will be great if we get the group session again because a lot of participant has joined. So I will kindly invite you all to open your cameras, please. Okay. Okay, what we do for the second pose, like that. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, I will count down on my three. So team, please have to screenshot. Okay, on my three and 1, 2, and 3. And hold on for the page 2, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, perfect. Okay. Okay, is there any question for the participant? Is there any you can write it the question on the Zoom chat. Also, you can open your mic.
Yeah. Okay. You can raise your hand and open your yeah camera and yeah you can direct question to a great speaker today, Miss Alice and Mr. Divi. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so one thing I just wanted to add is that I know many times when you hear the
Okay.
presentation and the new scheme for the first time, you do not have questions. But the moment you leave and after some time, you may have questions. So
Okay.
please feel free. You can send all the questions to REI team.
Okay.
They can accumulate those questions and send it to us. We'll be very happy to answer all of them to you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you,
all-
Mr. Devi.
Yeah, and then there are regularly special sessions being held on FSSC 24,000, which are more deep dive. I think I recommend that you enroll yourself onto FSSC website so that you will be informed about those things which are going on.
Yeah.
Okay, we're still waiting. If there are any question, you can write it on the column chat or Zoom chat, or you can raise hand and also open your mic to directly ask the DV or Mrs. Alice. Okay, while waiting for the other question, I think we have to move to another agenda. It will be a quiz interactive. Okay. And the quiz it will be on with the handphone. So please prepare your handphone and for the first quiz. Yeah. For the first quiz, it will be please follow, like, and comment for the latest Instagram for post from PT REI Sistem Indonesia Group. The username is at rei.system.indonesia.group, and please mention institution that have recognized FSSC 24,000. So the first quiz, it will be please follow and like. on the latest Instagram post for REI Sistem Indonesia Group Instagram, and then comment for the answer for mention in situation that have recognized FSSC 24,000. I will wait until 17:11.
Yeah, maybe Miss Diva or other staff can share in the chat for the link.
Okay.
Instagram and LinkedIn. Okay, so they can directly connect. Yeah. Make a chat also. Yeah. And we are waiting the question. Any question? This is many company here. If any question to the speaker, you can raise the hand and you can open the mic.
Okay, I will wait for you guys answer the question. Yeah, please mention institution that have recognized FSSC 24,000 on PT REI Sistem Indonesia Group Instagram. Okay, 1 minute left.
Hi Alice.
Hi.
Yeah. Can you inform us how many company in the world already certified for the FSSC 24,000? How many
So
companies?
right now, yeah, so right now we have a mix of different sectors, and we
Okay.
have one in each region.
Okay.
So we have around 11 certificates.
Okay.
Yeah, so 11 certificates, and the reason why for some organizations might think it's a small number,
Yeah.
but other organizations might think it's we are progressing rapidly, and also it's worth mentioning that I've only been with the business for just over 14 months, so we have achieved so much, especially with the EcoVadis recognition, and really emphasize not just from the foundation's point of view, but also from legislations, how important it is to really adopt a ISO management system framework like FSSC 24,000 to demonstrate your continuous improvement around social sustainability. So it will grow. We are very confident, and this is one of the reasons why I do activities like this, because I understand that looking at social sustainability is a sensitive topic, but also a lot of organizations need help. And this is where we feel like collaborating together, we can't do it by ourselves. We need the support of all our partners to support organizations to uptake the scheme.
Okay.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you. This is the good chance for the company in Indonesia to get the FSSC 24,000 certification to achieve the social compliance. Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely. And there's a lot of enthusiasm out there. Yes, we have 11 certificates, but there's a lot of drive. And also there's an opportunity for organizations within Indonesia to be the first in the country to be certified for FSSC 24000. And to be honest with you, it's a fantastic way to demonstrate your social, efforts by uptaking the certificate, this particular scheme. So a lot of organizations, it's their first time in the world that they can be in the top 20 to demonstrate this, important topic.
Okay. Yeah.
So I wonder who's going to be the first Indonesian
Yes,
organization
yes.
to be certified.
Yes. Yeah. We hope. We try the best from REI System to support this certification, and we have. I remember, maybe 10 years ago or 15 years ago, FSSC 22,000 for safety, growing very fast, and now become 40,000. Now the certificate.
That's right.
We hope
Yes.
we have the same situation can get for FSSC 24,000. Yeah. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Any question
Okay.
in the room chat?
Yeah.
FSSC
Yeah.
24 already comply for EcoPadis? Yes, recognize, for EcoPadis.
Yes, absolutely. We also we communicated this officially. The foundation did through the post on LinkedIn and through other media.
Okay.
So we achieved this end of 2025.
Okay.
So we're really excited for 2026. We have achieved so much. The uptake of certificate just grew so fast. Obviously, we understand that certification takes time as well. So what I would like to recommend to your audience out there, if you are really serious about social sustainability, please don't wait, because as you already know, the certification takes its course and its time. So please, familiarize yourself as soon as possible with the scheme documents, and please engage with you guys, to sort of align the dots.
Okay. Yeah.
Perfect.
And perfect, good. And can you inform us, how many certification body can do this scam now?
So as of now, we have 9.
Okay.
We have 9 licensed certification bodies, and this can be viewed also, just food for thought for your audience out there. If you go onto the FSSC.com website under the public register, you can have a look at the certification bodies that are out there. You can also look the certification bodies that have got the license for FSSC 24,000, but also the organizations that have already achieved certification. So please, go and indulge yourself.
Okay, perfect. So don't worry for attendant from several company here. Already have certificate to do this certification. Thank you, Alice. Very good information.
Okay. I think times is over for the first quiz. Okay, we
Sorry,
next
I
to
take time for quiz. Sorry, waiting
It's okay,
answer
Pak Edi.
from the audience. We can get more information from Alice. Thank you, Alice. Very informative. Good information to us. So,
Okay.
company in Indonesia ready for FSSC 24,000. Okay.
Fantastic.
Okay.
It's fantastic to hear. And if it's not myself that will visit your country, it will be DV. But we are always there to support you as best as we can.
Alice and DV, when I go to FSSC office in 16 years ago, the certificate of FSSC for safety is around only 15,000 or 16,000, but now 14,000 is.
That's what happens when you have a strong. That's what happens when you have a strong governance, good scheme, and good adoption. The adoption becomes explosive, because people like to copy the best schemes and be part of them. So we really look forward for this.
We are.
And your contribution today for joining. This itself is a good beginning for us.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes.
To everyone,
Yeah.
Yep. I think there's another question
Yeah.
from Mr.
Oh.
Prima Martin.
Yeah.
I will read the question with the ISO 40,000 and also ISO 45,000 that has been recognized from Environment Management System and Occupational Health and Safety Management System. Can we fully use our standards document in both ISOs for in compliant in FSSC 24th HSA section? What do you think, Alice and Divi?
So Divya, shall I
Yeah, go
answer
ahead.
this or would you like
Go
to?
ahead.
Yeah?
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So I'm not sure if they saw before, but integrating ISO 14001 and ISO 45001 with FSSC 24000. This is what we look at when we think about ESG. So the 14001 will take care of the requirements for environmental. FSSC 24000 will be that component for social and governance. And also 45001 is the overall wrap around the two, because obviously there will be some components required in FSSC 24000 that you already demonstrating with your ISO 45001 requirements when it looks at perhaps fire safety or the structure and the functionality of the structure, running water and some elements like this. These are also emphasized in the PAS 24000 component of FSSC 24000. So like I mentioned earlier, some of the documentation and processes that you already have in place with other ISO, you can easily utilize those and incorporate them within your FSSC 24000 requirements as well.
Okay.
May
Is there
I?
any feedback? Okay, Pak Edi?
Yeah. Maybe Alice, this is FSSC. I think this is more integrated and more comprehensive from ISO. Yeah. So I think FSSC 24,000 more completely requirement for the social compliance. Yeah. So ISO I think for 14,000 and for 5,001 is support, to support to or align to implementation. Is correct or not, Alice? Yeah, I think FSSC.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes, more top level, for example, FSSC for safety, we have ISO 22,000. Yeah, so the level of FSSC 22,000 for safety is more comprehensive, more good requirement, more detail. Yeah. Is correct or not?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So FSSC 24000 is the top notch, is the best that you're going to get when you are looking at ISO social framework.
Yeah.
So it will give you exactly that complete robustness that you're looking, and that continuous improvement when you're looking at social responsibility. So perhaps a good exercise would be for an organization who already have 14,001 and 45,001
Yes.
is to conduct an internal audit against ISO 45,001
Yes.
and FSSC 24001,
Yes.
because they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
And also, when I mentioned earlier about familiarize yourself with the scheme documents, if you take a look at the PAS 24000, there's a section, there's a control within PAS that mandates to look at the occupational health and safety of the building and everything else for the benefit of the employees.
Okay. And I see from your explanation, this is, I think, social compliant requirement plus, more benefit.
Yes,
and more,
top level. Yes, top.
I think this is not only social. I see. This is more social compliant and then ASG and sustainability. Yeah, like
That's
that.
right.
Yeah. So more comprehensive and more integrated for ESG and sustainability. Yeah.
Absolutely, especially when an organization is looking to report against ESG, they
Yeah.
can actually utilize the documentation and the audits that's available from the FSSC 24,000 audits and certification process to incorporate those kind of documents into the ESG reporting system.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like food safety plus, more than
That's
ISO.
right.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Thank you, thank you.
Right.
Diva. Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
I take your time. I
Yeah,
take
it's
your
okay. It's
time.
okay, Pak Edi.
Yeah, yeah. Because this is
Very
very good
informative.
question, yeah, to answer it. Yeah. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Edi, also Mrs. Alice, Mr. Devi. I think we have to move to another agenda for the second quiz. And then for the second quiz, please share Miss Iren for the screen. For the second quiz, it will be an interactive quiz, and please get your phone ready. Okay, please get your phone ready to scan the QR code display on your screen, and there will be a four question, and then the fastest participant with the correct answer will win the prize. And for this quiz, please fill in the username for your personal details for your full name. So please, you can join the quiz to scan the barcode. Okay, I will wait.
And make a correct name, yeah. So
Yes. Please use the full name or the correct name.
yeah. Between quiz, if any question, we can.
Yeah,
Satria Bagus Pratama.
I think
Dinda.
Hi, Alice
I-
and Divi, you still have time?
Yes, I still have time. Yes, of
Oh,
course.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you. Thank you.
I'm going to drop in few minutes,
Oh,
4 minutes. I have another call.
Okay.
But thank you
Okay.
very much
Thank you
for
very much.
the invitation, and also Alice for great
Yeah.
presentation. I think let's take this momentum forward. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you
Divi.
so much,
Thank
Devi.
you so much, Divi. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Please rename your username for the full name.
And hi,
Okay.
Alice.
Hi.
Rita
Yeah.
Eliana
This is, I think, the change to company in Indonesia to get the first, yeah, for 24 FSC 24,000. If going to certification, maybe become the first or any company already.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is a fantastic opportunity for
Okay.
any business in Indonesia to be the first
Okay.
Indonesian, organization to adopt FSSC 24,000. These are the kind of milestones that will always be remembered in history, especially, for your country. So it's creating goods, it's creating services with care and demonstrating, the efforts that ultimately, an asset, a company's asset, it's actually their people.
Yes. Yeah. 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 I think this is very good. Yeah. Advantage and benefit. And you inform that this is recognized by EcoVadis because as we know, we have many company and client for EcoVadis project. So they
There
can
you
get.
go.
So if they have certificate of FSCC 24,000, so the company can increase the rating of the EcoVadis.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Upload the
And also,
yeah.
Nail.
yeah.
And
And also, we are always there to support the organization with you
Yeah.
as well. It's a milestone for us. Will be a fantastic, pleasure to have the first organization and many more in Indonesia
Oh,
adopting, FSSC 24,000.
yeah. 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 Because as I know, my experience with our client, if the company they don't have like this certificate for FSSC 24 thousand, maybe the rating become low. So need upload the FSSC 24 thousand certificate, so your rating will increase. But this is not only rating, yeah. We talk the good implementation also and improvement system for social compliance, yeah, Alice, yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's one of the components as well that, can really support an organization, especially when they have done so many different, certificates for different purpose and for different needs. It will help them to select the robust framework for social compliance.
Okay. Yeah. And Miss Dipa, sorry, continue the quiz.
Okay, I think we can start the game. So
Yeah.
Iren, please your start the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because this game very good, yeah, to for your knowledge, yeah, for FSSC
What is required to
24,000,
get
yeah.
FSSC
Yeah, to increase
24,000
I love
knowledge.
quizzes. I'm a big quiz person as well.
Yes.
Okay. The question is what is required for FSSC 24 certification? So please select two correct answer.
Yeah, please make sure your name is correct.
BSI/PAR 24,000 to 2022.
Okay, the answer is the BSA 24,000 and also FSSC 24 additional requirement.
What is the
Okay.
main benefit of implementing FSSC
The next question.
24,000?
What is the main benefit of implementing FSSC 24,000? So please answer the correct answer one.
To strengthen social responsibility and labor management systems.
Okay.
The main issues covered in FSSC 24,000 are, accept.
The next question, the main issues covered in FSSC, except.
Cybersecurity and food safety.
Okay, food safety, it will be FSSC 22,000.
Okay.
Okay,
Final question.
and the
Double
final
point.
question is.
Name the speakers who gave
Be
presentations
careful.
today.
This
Okay.
is double, yeah, double value, yeah.
Yes,
Double point, double point.
double point, but it is the easiest question, yeah, I think.
Careful. Yeah, I think.
All correct.
All correct.
Okay, we have Alice, Divi, and also Mr. Edi today. Okay, and for the winner,
Third
for the
place.
winner,
Dinda. Second place, DWI Panverta. And the winner is Prima.
Okay.
okay, congratulations for our quiz winner. Please confirm your detail with our team using the contact information provided in the Zoom chat. Please confirm to Mrs. Rahmi. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Iran. You can close the screen. Okay, and then I will to inform you to share for you about the winner on the um, quiz on Instagram, and it will be the username is Novita Tania 27. So please confirm the detail on our team. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. I think this is for the quiz, and ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached the end of today's webinar. On behalf of REI Sistem Indonesia Group, we would like to express our sincere appreciation to Mr. Divi, also Mrs. Alice, for sharing her valuable insight on the FSSC 24,000. Your expertise and time are truly appreciated, and we believe today's session has provided meaningful knowledge for all of us. And then thank you for Mr. Eddie to leading the session, and thank you as well to all the participants for your active engagement and also positive energy throughout the event. So thank you everyone for joining the free webinar. Have a good day and goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a
Thank
nice
you,
day.
Mrs.
Bye-bye.
Alice.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye-bye.
See you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
I will inform you guys that the material of the presentation is already sent it by Zoom chat, so you can download the materials. Thank you.